Get ready, cause it's about time for you to speak your mind. Super secret girls club. Super secret girls club. Super secret girls club.
What is up, everybody? It is the Super Secrets Girl Club with the boys.
Yeah!
Look at him.
It's the boy. It's the boys' club today.
Well, yeah.
Yay!
Guys, we're in a new location, and before we get into all that stuff, some introductions here. Obviously, I am a female on the Girls Club podcast, and my name is Rana.
You know, I'm a female in another reality somewhere, but my name is Suraj. I am a man today.
I'm just a non-binary.
What?
Was that what you call these days?
No,
Non-binary?
you're not
Are you
non-binary.
you're a he? Then?
You're a cis male, bro.
What's that?
You're a cis straight male.
Oh no, he loves females. Remember?
I love females. Come on, don't be calling me.
Yeah.
Don't be calling me like was it misogynist? Misogynist. I ain't like that. Come on, I love the ladies.
I'm Micky, and I have a penis.
This is what.
Can confirm.
Oh wow, this was yeah, that's awesome. Unfortunately, the girls are not here. We have Marquetta on the West Coast on vacation, living it up, which is awesome. We have Navi, who will be a part of this very soon. Keep an eye out for that, you guys. But these people will do. I love them. We are in a new setting, as you can see. People are saying we love your new office, new setting.
Oh,
We have moved.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yes, this won't be the permanent
Setup.
Supergirls set, but and everything. But we just want to introduce you to our new home.
We're still a work in progress, so we just wanted to fire off a podcast now. And this isn't, like she said, this isn't the permanent.
No,
fixture.
this is our new headquarters. Yeah. But before we get into our today's topic, we're gonna be talking about dating and giving dating advice, and we have some questions coming from social media as well. So if you go to our Instagram right now, drop some questions. We'll probably answer those too. But before that, so much has happened in the last 2 days. We had Doctor Strange movie and the new Game of Thrones trailer drop, House of Dragons, and we just want to touch on that a little bit real quick.
we just did a reaction
We
to
just
the
did a
trailer.
reaction to it, yeah.
You want to touch Strange and I'll touch Thrones?
All right,
And then
I watched the movie last night. I won't say whether it was good or bad because they all decided to wait to react to it. And one, I don't think there's a chance in hell they're gonna avoid spoilers. And
you don't
Challenge
even know,
accepted.
son.
Challenge
I had a
accepted.
Game of Thrones
And-
spoiler blocker back in the day.
and two, Doctor Strange was a movie that I saw.
Oh my god! Mickey, you're so
you
annoying.
gotta give a one sentence review.
I'll be doing a couch review for it today with Shelby from Waifu Watch, so we'll be doing that
It's
together.
the Secret Screen Society.
Oh, it's the Secret Screen Society,
Yeah.
right? So we're gonna be doing a little collab review on that, and we'll try to put it out today. So be on the lookout for that. It was great. It was amazing. It met all expectations.
Mickey was so annoying. I asked him today. I'm like, "How was the movie?" Mickey was like, "Yeah, it was a movie." I'm like, "Give me."
I just say this:
Emotion.
did America Chavez do a good job? Whoever played that actress, did Wanda Maximoff do a good job? And Elizabeth
I
Olsen.
think everybody pretty much killed it. I'm being dead serious. Like truly. Install blockers, like whatever you need to do. There's some stuff in there that.
So
was,
if you want to be a homie, go to the Normies YouTube page, logged under Normies, and hide and do, I'm not interested all Doctor Strange
Yeah.
content. Because
I'll
once you do
try
that,
to-
the algorithm will not recommend it.
I'll try to. Yeah.
I'm gonna have our girl Hannah. She's one of our assistants here at the Normies, and actually more than that, I'm gonna have her do all the social media. I'm staying off, man. I'm going off the grid.
Yeah, no, I'm
When is the movie coming to so we can react?
Oh, we got like a month or
At
more.
least
bro.
a month.
Do you
and a
remember?
half.
Do you remember when we saw Spider-Man and then when we watched it with Dameron and how long of a span that was?
at least a month and a half.
Batman
at
came
least.
out.
It's gonna be a
quicker.
long.
Yeah, Batman came out quicker. I feel like.
I think the new turnaround time is like 6
About a month,
weeks,
month and a
but
half.
I can't confirm.
6
Can't
months.
confirm.
That's fine. I can stay off the social media for 6
Man,
months.
I saw it in true IMAX, man. Oh man,
Okay, see, yeah, it looks excitement in his face.
Yeah,
Hey, he's
it was
giving
good.
emotion.
It was good.
He's giving us something.
It was good. It was good.
It was.
Hey, listen.
It was a movie.
Sam Raimi, did you get Spider-Man 2 horror vibes?
It was really good. It was
Okay.
just really, really good.
I already know about one of the cameos, but that's because it was in the trailer. But
Yeah, but it's it was good. It was good. Go
Well, make
go
sure-
watch it in IMAX if you can. Go watch it in IMAX if you can, for sure.
we're also joined by Cash, and she likes the pets, so I'm not touching myself. Down.
Make sure you keep it
Spider-Man. It was so good.
Doctor Strange, Sam Raimi's so good.
He's fluffing himself.
Oh my god, keep an eye out for Mickey's review later, you guys. It is definitely gonna have spoilers in it, so
Yes,
watch the
I'm
movie
gonna be
beforehand.
discussing spoilers.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying they're gonna go watch it tonight too. So awesome.
Have fun.
Suraj,
jealous.
House of Dragons. We just watched that. How was that for us?
You know, for the first time since this prequel spinoff thing was announced, I got excited. During the trailer, I don't know if it was the music because I forgot to mention this in our reaction, which is coming out later. But they used Danny's Fire and Blood theme, but it was a redux of it. It was like a slight redux.
Nice.
So for the first time ever since Game of Thrones ended, I actually felt like excited about that universe again because I have not revisited a Song of Ice and Fire shit since we were done with that series finale. And you know, it hits a special place. It started us off, so it kind of like it made me excited that we might be able to do that again. You know, we might be able to talk about the lore and shit, and it was cool. I'm looking forward to it now.
Might be pulling overnight edits again.
Yeah,
Hey, those were fun. Even though I didn't do shit, but those were fun.
yeah. Pat, what about you? Why don't you summarize our Cabo vacation that we just went on?
I'll just say 2 words. Damn expensive. I'm going to be paying for this Cabo trip for the next 5 years from now, you know.
Okay, it was not that.
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was listen. Every single penny
Tell
was
them
worth
what it
it.
was. It was
It was a bachelor party slash. I think it was a lot of us first vacation after COVID, so I think we went a little bit extra crazy.
Extra crazy to put it lightly.
But you know what? We gotta live. We gotta live like the pop rock star lifestyle. We gotta be on a yacht. We had a whole Airbnb to us. Like this whole Airbnb was like 8 bedrooms, some shit like that.
God.
I felt like a C-list celebrity.
You
Yeah.
guys feel like you're like, you know, the cartel down there?
Nah.
Why you always trying to bring up the cartel?
I don't know. Can cartel?
But
Yeah,
you get.
No, you guys, it looked like you had so much fun, but
It's crazy
all
thing.
inclusive.
I wish we would have done that. We went to
you what.
one nightclub the whole time. It was only one nightclub. We were there for 4 days.
Shout out to Mandala.
Mandala. You guys did. You guys know how to party. But yeah, literally, it was all 4 days. We didn't try any. We probably tried the nightclub you suggested.
I just wanted us to try to look at other places. Like I know Mandala was the shit, but I'm like, guys, let's just visit other places while we're here. I'm glad we did.
We did. They played good music. It was just the vibe. Like Mandela wasn't there. Like if they had the music at your place at
It was
Mandela,
the
ooh.
tourism section of the club.
Mandala felt like a Vegas nightclub,
Yeah.
but everything else felt like we were in Mexico.
Yeah.
But like Mandala was like, we're in Vegas.
Oh, if you are in Cabo and you're on the beach in the tourist area, do not go to the office. That's the restaurant. Don't go there.
$7 for bottled water. That should be illegal.
Highway robbery.
Beachside robbery.
Did you guys not do any
Beachside
like
robbery.
outdoor activities besides
we did.
yacht?
We did jet skis. Ooh, that was fun.
Oh, jet skis was
was
super
awesome.
Hey,
fun.
so
we were on a
one thing I
yacht.
learned about, I guess the restrictions in Cabo for jet ski speed was like there's no restrictions.
Very relaxed.
They were
He said we could gun it, and it was going to 50.
bro. Exactly. I didn't get to get 50. I got to like the 48, and that was it. But like, and I remember when we did jet skis here in Bloomington or Lake Monroe.
No.
Or
Deep
That
hit
was in
70.
Miami.
where were we?
No, we did Lake Monroe also.
We did,
a jet
yeah.
ski.
Oh.
And that we could only get those up to like 30, 25, 30. And bro, these jet skis were so like they're bigger, faster. Oh my god.
Deep hit 70 somehow.
How do you get 70?
I don't know. Because I feel like you would ramp off the fucking
Yeah,
water.
no, that thing was, you would have broke.
Bro,
man.
at 40, bro, I was hearing thumps. I was like, oh shit, I broke this jet ski.
Yeah.
It
It's hard. You're going to get bucked off.
I don't like jet skis anymore because we broke one in Miami.
We did. Look, we don't often live this lifestyle, and we pay for it.
And when we do.
Oh, you
afterwards.
guys
We're gonna
paid
be
for
on a
it.
payment plan for this bachelor party for a bit.
All right, Monday, bro, I'm gonna give me a loan, 0.5% interest rate. I'll get you over the next 2 years.
Oh my god.
I was doing a Reddit AMA, not a Reddit, a Discord AMA yesterday. Which, by the way, I recommend you, Pat, do it next and let them talk with their voices. We risked it, so like I was almost gonna get spoiled, but I didn't. Everybody like talked, and I got to talk to some of our like longtime supporters.
Bet.
It was a lot of fun. Hi Queen Chelsea asked what risque thing I could say that happened, and I didn't say anything yesterday, but I will say while we were on the yacht, we were flashed by a bachelorette companion on another yacht, and then our boat driver apparently flashed back,
I should
swung his shit around.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but apparently that happened.
That
I was
is
like,
so
what?
fucking funny.
Yeah.
What? On your trip?
He helicoptered them, bro.
He helicoptered them.
Ew, nobody wants to see that.
That's
No one,
hilarious.
no one wanted to see
They
the
wanted to see
tits
it.
on the other side.
I mean, you don't want to see tits. Don't lie to me.
Come on. I know you got fiance.
I'm a gentleman.
Tits compared to a swinging dick
They
is
weren't the-
vastly different.
It wasn't the best pair.
It wasn't Bear's pair of tits though.
Hell, you got. Oh.
Oh my god. All right.
It was attached to an annoying individual.
Yeah, she was not a good person.
All because she had 7 cars.
7 what?
She said she had 7 cars.
She couldn't stop telling everybody like she had 7 cars. Like she asked Benny like, how many houses do you have?
What? I need 1 house, ma'am.
Like, okay.
I was like, why do you need 7 cars?
She just couldn't stop.
Yeah,
Anyway,
those are depreciating assets, dumbass.
that was our vacation.
I am so happy you guys had a great time. While you guys were on vacation living it up, I was at Navi's sister's wedding, and Punjabi wedding. It's 4 days, and it's just very tiring. And
You probably drank as much as we did.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah. They just kept going to Costco. It was an open bar. They kept going back to Costco and getting more cases of liquor, and I'm like, please stop.
Yeah, Indian Punjabis like to drink Johnny Walker Black Label.
That's my favorite.
Yep.
I'm not
just
even
like-
Punjabi.
Yep.
You guys have anything else?
straight.
Like, nope. Just fucking hard ass whiskey, scotch.
That was a struggle in Cabo, man. I'm not a drinker, and that was all that was available for.
You made it out though. You made it out all night.
I don't think I drank that much
Barely.
tequila in my lifetime, but that
I
was
don't drink anymore.
Don't
Same.
say that word.
Don Julio.
Don Julio. We drank some good Don Julio though.
It was.
All right, so
Fortaleza.
I can't drink tequila anymore. We had 1 shot last night. I'm like, why'd I do this?
yeah,
I tried this one called Fortaleza. It's really good.
Are
It's
there-
like she tried. They all tried. You tried it in LA too.
All right, guys.
Fortaleza. In LA.
So we are here to talk about dating, and
Oh.
it's everybody does it basically. You have to date to find your person, unless you have arranged marriage, I guess. I don't know, but that's a thing too. But we're going to talk about dating and like how how to pick up somebody maybe, or dating life or online dating and all that. And we're here to just just be
I'm excited
Fun. It's
because
gonna be fun.
I feel like we've done a podcast or two about this in the past, but I have not been a part of it yet.
yeah.
So
Same here.
I'm not a professional. I am not a financial advisor, and I'm also not a dating advisor. So just
just
prefacing that. Right now.
So let's go around the table and say our relationship statuses.
Single.
Single.
Engaged. Frodo Baggins.
He said, you got a boyfriend. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. She don't say dating. Do not say dating.
Where your boyfriend at?
Yeah, where your boyfriend at?
Okay, yeah, that awkward laugh too. No, I have a boyfriend. We've been dating for a while now, and he's pretty awesome, I would say. He's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's our relationship statuses right now.
Shout out to Peach.
Shut the
Peach.
hell out, you guys. I hate you guys. Anyway, so dating and relationships, they can be hard during the best of times, even the hardest times. The last couple of years have, hardly been like harder years on us because of COVID and not being able to go out in public and just, connecting with people. And, COVID made you probably comfortable and not being able to go outside your comfort zone again, or maybe it helped you. But, that has happened, unfortunately. But good things have come out of that, too. I feel like a lot of people found relationships during COVID or were forced to live with each other, and now they're engaged or they have kids or something. So a lot of wild stuff on it. But during COVID, like, how did you guys navigate like the dating world? I guess did you guys attempt?
So when like the pandemic hit, no, I didn't attempt shit because I would often go like wanting to see my mom over the weekend.
Yeah.
So, and it was like that time period where like people were like, even when you like, when I date, I go on the dating apps. So like when you talk to people on dating, like people were like very hesitant to meet up and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think like right when I got my first vaccination, that's when all right, we could like go out there and start dating and shit like that. But yeah, during the pandemic, I was like, hell no.
Yeah, with having like family and everything, it's kind of hard. You want to bring that back to people. Do you guys like feel like it's still like among us, like the COVID dating life?
Not really. I honestly think, if anything, the pandemic helped a lot because more and more people are more comfortable being on dating apps,
Yeah.
and they're not at least for me. I don't know for everyone else. Like they're more responsive than pre-COVID.
Yeah. So they're trying to find connections. It's been a long time without connection, probably.
Well, also the problem with it is like since you're able to connect with so many people. At least for me, I lose interest pretty quickly. I'm sure the other person loses pretty quickly.
It usually doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it does. Like it's like we just to go back and forth. But so like there's a time where I was like shit. There's like a week or two. I'm like, man, I matched up a lot, but like usually like we ghost each other. Like I ghost them or they ghost me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on over here? So then I was like, I got high one day and I was in my whatever, and I'm like just really thinking, how can we make this better? So I think I told one of you guys, like I use a Liam Neeson gif. So I'd be like, you know, when the ghost thing happens.
Oh my god, yes.
It's actually pretty good.
When the ghost thing happens,
Like when they ghost you, like
Yeah.
when they leave you on red and
yeah,
they
when
don't
they
respond.
red, like it's like been like I'm like shit. She didn't text me back. Nothing like that. It's been like a day or two. I'm like fuck. All right. So one of my things is I'll be like, hey, I have a friend. He has a particular skills. Are you okay? Like, do me call him up. So I send him like the gif of him saying I have a particular set of skills.
Oh my god.
And usually, and now like it doesn't work all the time, but sometimes you get lucky and it works. It reels you back in, and you can start the banter again because I like to banter. So
Yeah.
it brings that back in. And then there's another one.
That's clever. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
There's another one. I'd be like, you know, think of me, Detective Gordon. I could put up the bat signal if you need it.
Oh my god.
And I send the bat signal up, and then you know, as there's.
That has some moves and games apparently. I didn't know this.
No.
You got a playbook out here.
You have to be creative, man.
Yeah.
And you just gotta like
I mean,
You have to be creative because like apps or dating in general, it's not an even playing field between men and women. Like I saw the Tinder swindler documentary.
oh my.
enemies are after
No, but not even that. Like when they were talking to the girl and she was like, they were like, do you still Tinder? She was like, yeah, here's my app right here. And she had like 1,000 matches. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta stand out. You gotta stand out.
Okay, that's what I'm.
You gotta
looking
stand
at.
have to stand out.
I always start off with jokes. Like you just gotta start off with jokes.
Personally, I hate dating apps. I hate them.
I've never.
It's so fucking. Like I was in a relationship when dating apps were like,
Same.
raising in
Yeah.
popularity. So I feel like I missed the etiquette of like. There's this game that you have to play with dating apps, and I'm not. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm too. I feel like my personality is too sarcastic for text. So I don't feel like I give off a good impression, but I do a lot better in person. Like
I totally
when
feel that.
I'm in the mood to like go. I'm getting too old for clubs now. I don't like doing that. But
hate
like going
clubs
to a
now.
bar or something, I feel like I make connections better in person than like through dating apps. I don't know. Through the pandemic, I definitely didn't. I honestly gave up on dating for a while.
So if
I
you
was
don't like going to the bars or the clubs because you feel too old, where are you gonna go? Like the library?
no. I'm saying no. Actually, yeah, maybe. But no, I would rather go to a bar than like a club. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh my
I
God,
will
you
say
the last 2 days have been so funny.
the etiquette thing is so true because we were with Sydney last night, our former editor with us and still a friend, and she's single now, and she was talking about like this guy that she's been flirting with or whatever, and she was like, yeah, so he hearted my story, and I was like, Ty, what do I do? So I hearted one of his pictures, and now
like
I'm
a
waiting
year
for him to
ago.
heart me back, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of chess game is this?
It is a chess game.
Just DM the man or let him DM you. Or, I don't know.
You gotta go.
Being direct is a weird thing.
No,
though.
I don't know. I think different strokes for everybody.
Exactly.
We shouldn't paint with a broad brush ever.
So like with my
pretty
current
broad brush.
relationship, we were honestly upfront immediately. I felt like you heard our story last night. We didn't play
Yeah.
any games. We were like, I was like, yeah, I think you're hot. And I immediately like, yeah.
Oh, you made the first move?
I mean, I guess we both did in a way. Like,
So both people made the first move. So you guys hit each other.
basically, like, no, for us, like,
It was a head-on collision.
no, it was just by chance. Like, again, Sydney was a factor in this. She invited us all to like,
Ah, so I need to bring Sydney with me.
yeah, man. Honestly, she invited us to like a wine night or something, and we were both down there by luck, and we both had a drink. But then I left to like go to bike party and everything, and he's like, "Let's go where she's going," basically. But obviously they didn't come because they didn't have bikes. But then she let me know that like, hey, he wants your number, but he didn't ask for my number. She just said it. So then I was like, oh yeah, and then like I invited him over to a movie at Sydney's, and then from there we just.
To all the homies that get put in the friend zone, stay friends with that girl because it helps to have friends that are girls when you're actively looking for other people too.
Yeah.
So like, like having Sydney be great. Like anyone like
She helped
Rana,
my ass.
you need to be a better fucking wingman.
Exactly,
Oh
bro. She doesn't
my-
know. Hey,
Come out
she
with
knows
me.
a lot of
Come
dudes.
out with
She does
me.
not know any girls.
I literally don't see you guys outside the studio.
That's also true. That's also true. I mean,
out with me.
hey, listen.
That's also true. That's also true.
It's kind of hard to give up the gym. It's kind of hard to give up the gym.
I know, bro. You're married to the gym, and somebody wrote, Pat, yo, your arms are getting really swole again.
Yeah, no.
I can't. Okay.
You have
so,
people that go like, I don't know how to take a compliment. That's how Pat usually takes compliments. He's like, yep.
Oh my god. So like Micky was touching on like how like, you know, apps can be awkward sometimes, or like how your personality can't be, you know, portrayed and whatnot. But then there's people like, you know,
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna
bring
say.
up you, Suraj. You know, you met your fiance, your amazing fiance now, you know, on Bumble.
Yes.
Oh, she made the first
Corey,
move.
if you're watching, I love you.
Yeah,
I love you,
Carino.
more. I love you more. than-
Kristen Marquetta also met on Tinder. I'll mention that.
Yeah,
There.
there's a
Yeah.
couple apps. A friend of mine, she's seeing this guy right now, and they met on Hinge actually, and they're like
Yeah, yeah.
really well too. All these apps, it just depends.
So I don't know if it's like this every time, but at least with Corey and I, the conversation led right away to like, let's meet up for the first date. So I think when you know it's gonna go somewhere, it happens right away. Like I think it happens within like that first conversation, or it builds up over time. But then there's more pressure built up about like the meeting.
You got to meet that
know?
expectation.
Yeah. So like, you know, if you hit it off, just be like, let's see where this goes. And she asked me out. She was like, I normally don't do this. I'm like,
Okay, Corey. Okay, Corey.
You got a little
We
playbook.
know.
You got a little
Nice
playbook.
play. Yeah, she got her moves too.
listen, I'll go into it too briefly. I don't know if you guys talked about that. There is at least for males, there is a psychology that goes into the order of your pictures in dating apps.
Oh, God. All right.
The first picture-
Lay this on us.
The first picture, I helped you out too. Didn't I? We shared a bed together. I took a picture
Oh,
for
yes,
you.
you did, yeah.
Not like that.
that
We're
magical-
visiting
that
Blind
magical
Wave, and we
night.
have to share bedrooms.
The
one
first
magical night
picture
met together.
has to be your Michelangelo, your masterpiece. Your first picture is the best
Your thirst trap.
you have to offer. You're the thirstiest of all thirst traps. The second picture
Friends.
has to be you with friends. You with friends, particularly if you can have some girls in there too, so they know like you're a sociable guy and like you're not like alone or anything. Your next picture needs to be a hobby or you doing something out on vacation, so they know that
Travel.
you are
You're
a traveler. You're not just a shut in or whatever. After that, it's free game. It's all the electives. You can choose whatever you want. You can do more hobby pictures, more friend pictures.
You gotta have a gym picture.
Now I gotta see
You don't
mine.
have
Hold
to
on,
have a
one
gym
sec.
picture. Some girls think that is really fuckboy shit.
Hey, I'm just.
Well,
I'm on my phone. I'm just seeing if mine.
tasteful gym picture.
I want to see
You know,
mine
like-
correlate to
Tasteful,
what
like
this man is saying.
maybe like a pool picture.
Hey, my man, does mine correlate
All
to
right,
what you're
live
saying?
All right, hey, hold on.
analyzation.
We're
live
gonna see.
analyzation.
All right, is this your first
Review.
picture?
That's my first picture right there.
I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
No,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
a
the thirst-
Picasso picture.
that's the
a
thirst trap.
Picasso.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
The
that
Michelangelo picture. Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, Pat, no.
Oh,
Okay.
two face selfies in a
two
row.
faces in a
No,
row.
Pat.
It's not unheard of, but let's see.
Man, why are you doing that?
Three.
Oh!
See now you
Well, you
should
fucking
have had a
up.
picture of
You
friends by now.
My face is beautiful.
And use that for the first, but the second.
This reads as
Yeah.
actually I like
It's
it.
all you.
Pat, Pat, you look like you're so into yourself. Are you gonna have any room for a female?
Yeah, where's your friends? What do you do?
Oh my God!
Let me see. Which one?
So now there's selfie video.
What's wrong with my selfie?
Honestly, I like your third picture for your first picture.
The one where he's like,
And where he's like,
Oh dear God.
you know, it shows
What?
like,
What's wrong with
yeah. It's I
boy,
would.
where's your friends? What do you do?
You gotta have your friends and your hobbies on
Where's your
there.
lifestyle, dog?
You gotta have friends and hobbies.
Pat, it looks like to me that like you are so in love with yourself and you have no room for a relationship.
I mean, I don't want to put my friends out there because then I had one time, literally, one girl matched up to me. She's like, "Hey, who's that friend in that picture?" What is it? I'm like, "Damn, don't match up to me to just get shit." So I ain't doing that no more.
Post pictures with you and your dog.
There you yeah, a pet picture. That's all you
Pet
a
pic-
pet
Bro, I
picture.
can't-
Why is
Yeah,
Cash not
that-
on there?
that
Bro, can I tell you one thing?
A pet
I don't
picture
want
is
the
also
girls to just
necessary.
like me just for cash.
Oh, dude, I have liked a lot.
You know
of
what?
pictures
You
for
know what? You
animals.
gotta read
Yeah.
the psychology.
That's how you
If
reel
girls
them
see a
in.
picture with you and a cute little dog and be like, "This guy hits the gym.
Bro.
He's manly, and he has a cute little bushy dog
You would
that
have
he
my
probably
heart.
Look,
loves."
think about net fishing. You know when they throw a big old net and they catch a bunch of fish
Yeah.
with it?
What?
Cash is the net.
But also you definitely need to mix it up.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have some friend pictures in there because like it helps people like know you're sociable.
Yo, animals are the best like thing in the world. I'm telling you.
Cash, we're going on a photo shoot.
I'm no expert. I'm no expert.
Cash, we're going on a photo shoot, baby girl.
Yay! So I never.
That was
ever
hilarious.
had
Thank you.
a
Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that.
you were great for that. So I have never been on a dating app actually before. It's all been natural for me, but I feel like it might be fun to have a dating app. Like I don't know, it's a new
not.
thing. I don't know.
It's fun for females.
Like maybe again, it's like it's a new form of dating. I don't like I've never experienced it. I don't think I will probably, but like it's new. It's with the times, and I don't think it should be shamed because a lot of people find it taboo.
Here's what I think dating apps for females. It's okay for men and women. Dating apps are like buffets, but For females, it's when it's like during peak hours where there's plenty of food. And for dudes, it's like when they're closing and you have to like you have to like kind of have to take what you can get.
I see what you mean because somebody said that his girlfriend. How's your girlfriend on Tinder anyway?
Oh no, I got a bunch of stories
He's
about
like,
this.
LOL.
Flag.
He's
That's
like,
that's a common thing.
Red
LOL,
flag.
my girlfriend literally matches with everyone she swipes on. It's ridiculous how different it is.
Red
Right
flag.
here.
So it's a common thing. I've noticed there's a lot more couples. Like I'm like, there's guys that like there's
They're looking for a swinging
They're
good
looking for
time.
unicorn.
dude. I'm like, there's a girl. She'll have a bunch of pictures of herself, and the last picture will be her and a dude. And I'm like, you guys brothers? What is this? What is going on here?
I was approached for I don't know.
There's a lot
A
more
lot of
couples.
threesomes are offered. Yeah.
Sounds fun, but then
You know,
it's-
just experiment. You know, if you're trying to like,
But that's what
life
I'm
is
saying.
short.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Do
it seems
some.
like funny. You're looking at the girl and like, damn, girl, done. And then you swipe and you see the dude and you're like, oh, I'm not in the same room.
You don't
with
know.
that.
Maybe he just wants to be in the corner. You know, who knows?
I don't know, man. I see. So like,
I think that could be fun, but I don't think
Yeah.
I could ever go through it.
so like, I have friends on the dating apps who tell me a lot of stories. I mean, some who are dating and are like looking for a unicorn, like a third just for fun, or some that keep getting like offered like to be the third, basically, and. It's a crazy thing. It's just people just trying to have fun. Again, these dating apps offers you that stuff.
Some people just
Like-
look for friendship on dating apps.
Yeah.
I saw that.
this
Yeah.
Hinge and Bumble.
Yeah.
People just want to like be pen pals on, and I'm like, nope, I don't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
It's you know, I will not knock on dating apps. I found my fiance
Yes.
through Bumble. We hit it off immediately. The first date wasn't even like the most amazing first date, but we just kept seeing each other that week because we immediately saw the music we had in common
Nice.
and the lifestyle we had in common. And so that was just a branching off point. You never know what you're gonna get. There's a lot of fish in the sea. I don't know if I believe in soulmates or if I believe in shaping your soulmate, but I think it's a little bit of both. We talked about it in The Good Place a little bit. That there is someone for everyone, but you also have to work for it.
You got to be
Like, you have
that
to work
person
at
for
it.
that one. So like that's
Yeah.
how you attract it. But
There are compromises in both sides.
the whole taboo thing, I don't think it's a taboo anymore. Because like again, like when it first came out, it was very taboo-ish. But now I feel like it's very open. It's like if you're not on a dating app, bro, you suck.
Now,
Yeah.
now,
Not
it's
like-
weird, now it's weird if you don't have.
Yeah,
People been
exactly.
using like eHarmony and JDate and stuff
A
for
long
the
time
longest,
ago,
like
and
before
Christian Mingle that guy.
Christian Mingle.
Those were
Black
the
people
Shadi.com, Shadi.com, baby.
Yeah, fuck Shadi.com. That's straight up for marriages. And I don't,
Dillmill, you heard Dillmill?
No, I haven't been on Dillmill. Do I need to get on Dillmill?
If you want some,
Do it.
yeah.
Like
But that's
Indian
for
girl
settle
or
down
like
shit.
yeah.
That's like Shadi.com.
No, it's not settle down shit.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
You have a certain amount of dills you can give out.
Oh.
And it's like, I don't know.
And see, that's another thing. It's so okay. Well, like when dating apps were first coming out and all these like features and stuff, they would just like give it to people. Now it's so.
gotta pay for it.
Now it's so monetized.
Yeah,
It's
$49.99 a month.
No, I mean, like, I feel bad because like I mean like I don't pay for dating apps, but like it's so much money if you want to. Like
Jesus.
like these companies really do take advantage of people's vulnerabilities, like 100%.
And
so
you actually got
sad.
to, you like low key, if you really want to like date and find somebody, you
kinda
so you have to, but at least there are like for a month, couple months, you have to sign up for those things. So they increase your visibility. There's a whole algorithm behind it.
No. And I really think there's some, especially with Tinder, there's something shady because I actually I did pay for it for about like 1 or 2 months. When I paid for it, I got way less matches than when I was using it for
Bullshit.
free. I swear to God.
When I pay for it, I got way more.
I swear to God, as soon as I started paying for it, it's like my matches just like went all the way down.
Jeez.
What'd you
and
pay
then,
for?
And then as soon as I stopped paying for it and I went back to the free, then all of a sudden it was getting matches, but they'll blur out the matches. So it's like, pay for it if you want to see who liked you.
hell?
I feel
So
like there's
annoying.
I feel like with Tinder there's something
I
shady.
feel-
bro. I feel like with
It
Tinder,
wasn't always like that.
with Tinder
Nah.
there's something shady.
there's a
100%.
definite algorithm.
Because they want to hook you in with the matches when you're free, and they're like, oh, if you want to see who it is, pay for it. And then as soon as you pay for it, it's like the algorithm like bumps you down. Like I
Well,
don't know.
so I think
There's something fishy.
I
there.
think what you're saying is like all those matches that you get there, you get you get to see them right away, right? You don't have to go through the swiping. But I feel like at least for my instance, like when I paid for like 2 months at a time, you would get a lot more hits. Like
That
I would get-
hasn't
'cause
been my
they-
that was
increase
that was
your-
my experience when I was
they throw your profile out more.
I don't know. That wasn't my
because like
experience.
they would be incentivizing you to keep paying. Like that would be dumb for them to lower it after you pay because they're gonna want you to keep paying for those.
Yeah. I don't know why your algorithm was like that.
I don't know. Maybe my app is fucked up then. Too.
What was I don't remember. Go on.
No, so we have some stuff in the comments while we're still talking about apps.
Pay for the boost.
Number one, Big McLarge Huge subscribed to us for 10 months.
Hey, right on, bro.
Hey.
You'll be able to chat with us for our live stream discussions
That's
that we're gonna do.
awesome. And you know, back there, he said he met his girlfriend and future fiance on
Yeah,
Tinder.
yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit.
You wanna know.
Congratulations.
Some people are asking us if we have any crazy dating experiences from the apps or any catfishing.
Oh, I got a
stories.
catfish story.
Let us know.
So now I have a rule.
The way I can't stand you guys.
You gotta make a rule.
I have a rule, and when we match within the first 2 days, we're going to Snapchat. Otherwise, you are a catfish. Because one time, this girl was too fine, and on the Tinder profile, she like it was one of those things. Let's meet up right off the bat within a week. So we go meet up, and I had to go all the way to motherfucking Bloomington for this shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so I went all the way to Bloomington, and then we go over there.
That's kind of work you got to put in.
And she was too like the profile, everything was perfect.
That's like an hour drive for
Yeah,
us.
and I was like, "Damn, she's hot."
It's not that bad.
She's hot. So I go there. We go to the bar. We sit down, bro. She is not what she's on the Tinder profile. She is somebody totally different. I literally just walked up and left. Like I was like,
I mean, yeah, that's
I was
probably.
like, and then like, it was like, 'cause it was, and then like
You didn't say hi or anything?
I sat down and and she said we sat down. And I'm like, so you're her, and she's like, yes. And I'm like, I was awkward and I was like nervous and shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I could do this.
Was it like a totally different person, or did she just like not have makeup on or something?
So it was.
Was it a Snapchat filter? You gotta.
No,
I
it
know,
was-
because somebody's saying they can catfish you on Snapchat. They said.
Damn.
That's
Chelsea.
another thing, bro, and that's part of the game. Like you
And
match on Tinder, then you gotta
usually
move to Snapchat,
catfishes like they like the similar. Like I know girls who take like nice angles, but then they end up being like totally different. So like this person was totally different. Like
it just was not the same.
it was just, and I'm like, and my whole thing is like this, like,
Like, what are you expecting?
well, yeah, my whole thing is like for these catfishes, like if you're somebody totally different, like why? Because obviously that person's not gonna be into you. They're just gonna leave, or like it's just not gonna go anywhere.
Because man, it's just as hard for women as it is guys. And now we've been saying like, look, instead of saying like guys and girls, we just say hot people. Hot guys and hot girls have a lot. Like if you're a hot guy with like a 9-pack and you're just like Tinder swindler, like you're gonna get just as many matches as a hot bikini model girl.
Sure.
So like, you know, it's just it can be a struggle for women too. And then you have to use some filters and stuff and take some creative angles. I put that I was 5'11", and Corey knew I was lying. She was like, "There's no way." I was like, "I'm about 5'11", but like I'm 5'9.5". It's not that bad. It was like an 1.5 inch difference. But you know, sometimes you gotta know with guys, remove 2 inches.
Listen, I changed my age on Tinder. I ain't gonna tell you what age my age on Tinder is, but I changed my age a little bit.
As long as it's not a drastic change.
It's not a drastic change.
How do you do that? Because isn't it just automatic?
It is automatic, but you got to go on your Facebook, and in the Facebook back settings, you got to change your Facebook back, and then it changes everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
See, I wouldn't do that because
You see how big this game is?
I wouldn't.
like, I'm just
How easy it was for you.
Why
and
would
just
you
walked
want?
in.
Okay, if you were just wanting to casually date, but like
Like
what?
couple down. Just
No,
not, I'm not going too high, too low. Just
Still though, like that's fine if you want to like casually date and not see those people again. But like, what if you hit it off with someone? Now you got to have that conversation. Be
I
like,
mean,
oh, actually,
listen, like
I lied.
everybody lies on Tinder. Like you just
Somebody said that Tinder and all these places should have like a face verification.
they do.
They do.
They do?
So now that's another thing. You have to have a blue check mark to your name. I don't fuck with you. Don't have a blue check mark to your name because you got to put a driver's license and your face on there.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think, like, unfortunately, I really don't have any, like, dating awkward stories or anything. The only one date I went on before, like, I met my boyfriend now. I literally went on only one date before him. It was so crazy. But I just went on, I hate this shit. Don't ask me out on a date and expect me to make all the conversation. Like, I'm just going to sit there saying, like,
So
yeah, that's it. I'm like, okay, so, but.
So what do you do? I work.
Literally, it's like, why am I asking you questions?
Really?
Like, ask
Because
me out.
I feel like the same way. I feel like women are like. I'm
care-
not trying to paint with a broad stroke, but I
Yeah.
swear to God, women do not put effort into
Put that thick brush away,
No,
bro.
I
They
I'm
do not. They don't.
I'm not going to speak for
Again, they have
everybody.
1,000 matches on there. Like that's what you're
But
up
a
against.
hot 6-pack guy will also have like
Oh, man.
1,000 matches. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like,
I don't. You don't always want to be a female. By the way, the amount of dick pics I get on a daily basis is ridiculous. Let me tell you.
unsolicited
a-
dick.
Someone to be like, oh, baby,
You
Rana,
should
this
make
is for you.
a,
And a load will come out.
Oh God!
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why did you even just
Yeah,
paint
you know
that
what we go
picture?
through. We go through that shit.
You should take all those pictures and make like a photo mosaic.
I feel like I should. Like, I'm gonna start calling them out on my.
Low key should
Instagram.
repost that shit.
I feel like I should.
But
'cause, like,
tag them.
Like I show my boyfriend too. I'm like, bro, like he's like blocked, and I'm like, I keep blocking, but it's like new people. It just keeps happening.
All right,
just
last
put it
thing.
on blast.
I know you have some questions prepared.
Oh,
but
no, we're
last
just
thing on the
like-
dating apps, because I think we should talk about like, I don't know, actual the dates itself or whatever maybe. But last thing on the dating apps, have you ever encountered, or at least from my time, where like someone hides themselves? Like
What?
it's a picture of 5 people off
Yes.
shops.
Oh
And
my
it's like-
God.
It's like, wait a minute, now it's 3 of them. Which one are you?
Yes,
Nah,
I got it,
dude.
bro. So
And I don't fuck with that because that's just insecurity.
Yep,
That's just insecurity.
It's like the first 3 pictures are a bunch of. That's why I don't like the group of friends shit because there's
But,
just a
like,
bunch
you
of
know-
group of friends. First 3 pictures, like who am I looking at? Which one it is? And then you get to the last one. I'm like, God, okay.
Aren't you insecure sometimes though? So look, after my last breakup before Corey, I got into a depression, and I was on dating apps, and I would match with people, and I would talk to them, and I would go so far as to like set up, we're meeting up this Thursday at 7, and then I would just totally flake because I was just not in the right spirit or mindset, you know. And I'm just like, I'm not worth it. I don't have anything to say. What am I even going to talk about? I don't have
Yeah.
anything to talk about. And like it's really a perspective thing because like when you're feeling down, you don't feel like making that effort, and like when your mental is okay, it just becomes a lot easier to do that
Yeah.
stuff. And so these people that are like using filters and stuff and hiding behind things, I mean, they're not more insecure than you or I when we're in those modes too, where we just don't feel like talking to people. So you got to cut some slack here and there,
Yeah, for
cut to
sure.
the core of like, who is this person really? You know, everyone has to, you know, be able to meet halfway.
That's a big fact actually. And you don't know what the other person's going through, or you know
Yeah.
how hard it's for them to be going on this date or what they've been through. But that's the beauty of as well as dating. You get to meet new people, and we're gonna try to give you guys some advice on how to put yourself out there.
I got this one story. So this is one girl. We constantly match up on Tinder. Like we
Same girl?
Same girl. It's weird. Like so.
I'm
You've
trying not to
matched,
hide
like,
your
multiple-
face.
Multiple times. So like we both like we'll match up. Like I would say hello. She'll never talk to me or whatever. And the next time she'll like just like makes herself go invisible. So then you can match up again with that person. They'll show up back in your thing. So we match up again. And then next time I match up with her on Bumble. So she was on Bumble too.
Oh my god.
Again, same thing. She will match up, won't say a single word or anything like that, but then she'll match you up somewhere else. Like, so what's up? You just like looking at my face? Like, what is this? Like, you just don't want to say a word or anything, but we match up even on Bumble. I'm like, you still don't want to like put the effort.
Damn.
And I'm like, sometimes I think people just like the attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments was telling us, actually Chelsea, she said that she had a guy on Snapchat block her, re-add her, block her, and re-add her like 3 times or something. It's like, what do you want? You know
Some
what I mean?
people are, they don't know what they want. Yeah.
Yeah. The dating world is definitely hard.
Wild.
brutal.
I think it helps to know what you want though,
Yeah.
to weed out all the bad dates and just kind of hone in on.
That's
Like,
the
it
hard
just
So you don't have to,
comes
like,
with
waste your time
experience.
either.
Yeah.
Like, you don't waste time. That
It,
sucks.
it just comes with age. Like if you're a youngster out there and if you're like in your early 20s,
Yeah.
please don't even think your situation is hopeless or anything because
Yeah.
you have so much time.
Oh, dude, life is like a box of assorted chocolates for you.
I know, the
Taste-
older you get, you're
Taste
like,
all the flavors.
the older you
What was
get, you're
that,
like,
Little
am
Miss
I going to
Sunshine?
settle
That's
down
the
or
time.
not? Oh, I'm not letting go of my boyfriend. You're stuck with me for life now. I'm 32. That's it.
That's not all. That's age is just a number
It
too,
is.
dude. Like we met several people in Cabo. Those twins at the pool. They were 40 years old, and they looked 20.
Yeah.
And then like, I mean, it's just like you have youthful parents. There's still someone for you if you're in your 30s or 40s. And stuff.
It's one thing to say like age is just a number, but there's definitely like societal pressure of where you
100%.
should be,
I'll give you
where
that.
you should be by a certain time of life, and like the older you get like family pressure too. Like, "Oh, so when are you, like, you know, like when you, it's like fuck, get out of my business, dude. Like I'm, you know.
I know
it's
what you mean. And also, like, don't feel like your dating world or anything is like limited. Like, age is just a number. My boyfriend's 27. I'm 32. So like,
Cougar.
Indiana.
I am a cougar apparently. I'm Puma or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, don't feel like you have to like just date in your age group or like.
Indiana's pretty limited.
Leave me alone. It's just a 5-year difference. It's not that bad.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that. Too. Indiana's pretty limited.
Every time I travel,
You do better.
boy,
And the girls are better.
boy.
Oh yeah, I'm saying travel.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you know there's some people.
Get passport mode. So you pay for this, bro. You get to be in LA. You get to be anywhere, and you just still be in Indiana. So they cast you out everywhere.
Yeah, but what's the point of that?
Because you talk to them and you can meet up eventually.
Bro, there's some
that's
people
true,
who
yeah,
on their
that's true.
Tinder or something have changed their location to, Brazil or Italy because, hot people there. And then they meet and get married and move there. They're like, I'm with my hot husband. Oh my God.
I don't know if people have this problem too when they go on dates, but try not to have unrealistic expectations either. Like if you're wanting like I want a guy or a girl that does this and that and this and knows me like this and wants to do this, you have to be willing to
I'm not fault of
compromise a
that.
little bit. Like you're never gonna find someone that 100% matches to every
I don't know.
single
Yeah,
thing.
Pat.
See, but
Pat,
here's
that's
the thing.
you.
Hey,
You're
but here's the
never.
thing- But here's the thing. All right. First off, like right now, if you got a date, you got to go on a lot of dates, and that's a lot of money and a lot of time. That means less time in the gym. I just want somebody who actually lifts just as much as I lift. Wants to eat right.
But why?
Because I like lifting. I don't want. See, here's the thing. When you date, I gotta sacrifice the gym. I have to sacrifice the gym.
spend-
But you
4 hours-
You
you
know,
spend-
Joe spend like 8 hours per day in the
You
gym. dude.
spend an
You're weird.
unhealthy
Like,
amount of time at
yeah.
the gym.
You spend,
But-
and yeah, like you spend
Listen,
way too much.
to date,
I'll just
that
say
means
it.
if I go on a date, I can't go to the gym that day.
For working,
Okay, so that's part of the compromise.
See, I don't want to make that compromise. I want to find somebody that we could just chill. At
I
the
don't
gym.
think you're gonna find somebody though.
I'm
that's
sure I
spent
can.
But
8 hours.
what if you find like the best girl in the world, but she just doesn't do that? She would rather go running or biking while you're at the
Okay,
gym. She would
Pat.
rather work or stay at home or do a hobby while you're
But
at
then
the gym.
that means I would to get to know her. I mean, I have to sacrifice my gym.
I got you, bro. Listen, get the apps called either Date Fit or Meet Fit Singles.
Oh,
Bam!
there you go.
There's dating apps for single people. There's actually dating apps for people who are like into video games.
Influencers, too.
Influencers, festivals. Like, I like you go to raves or festivals like I do or something. Or make all of us actually. Why am I saying me? There's apps for that too. Like same interest in music. So can you try this out?
Yeah, I'll try that out.
So, yeah, try that. There's 2 of them. Try them
But
out.
also, you need to stop spending so much time in the
Bro,
gym, bro.
too much.
Like a ridiculous.
That is
It's
too much.
unhealthy. Take a rest day.
I do take a rest.
We
I
just
took 3 days off this past week.
We just watched Haikyuu and you saw Daichi come to everybody's like, go rest. Like, you have to rest.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
But even if you don't find a gym nut, like you could still bond over shit in your free time.
But,
Like,
like,
you're
what?
not gonna be with that person 24/7.
Right, but
you gotta
here's
have
the
your
thing,
own
here's the thing,
hobbies.
I agree with that, but like there was a time where I dated and I sacrificed my gym and I sucked ass when I
Oh, no,
sacrificed.
no. If he wants to find somebody with the same interest in everything,
Yeah,
that's fine. But don't
I-
expect her to be perfect. She might have one toe bigger than the other.
But again, for me, it's like that's fine.
oh, yeah, because that was the issue. like
he's
5 years
he's
ago.
improved.
Thank you. You changed.
She's got to be a gym goer, and for me, she just got to have a booty. Ain't my soulmate if it ain't got a booty.
A swole mate.
So she needs to go
Swole-mate.
squat rack.
Yeah.
That should be the name of the app, Swole-Mates.
We should. Do you want to make one?
Let's do it.
All right.
should- I mean,
You heard it here first, folks.
Oh my god.
A reactor dating app.
People are loving our
would be
conversation. By the way,
hilarious.
people are having so much fun.
be
Thank you
hysterical.
guys for that. We really appreciate you guys being here.
fun-
I think
fun
we
being
have 70 people.
Shout out to 70 people at home watching.
Okay. So, man, we've been all over the place. This is so great. So, do you guys believe we're going to get a little, risque?
Oh, cover your ears, folks. If you have children in the house, make sure they are on their iPads.
Risque.
So, sex. It's normal. Sex.
Fucking.
normal.
Animals have sex. Insects have sex.
And six?
Insects have sex?
Yeah, they do.
For real?
Wait, right? Yeah, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
insect-
I think
How-
they lay.
Stop making me
they lay,
feel dumb.
lay
How
How
eggs
do you
and
think
shit
they
too.
make more? Oh my god.
They lay eggs, right?
Speaking of
mammals.
God, you look excited.
Speaking of insects having, well, I can't. I won't be able to show you on the podcast, but I have this really funny video.
Speaking of insect sex,
yeah.
What?
what the fuck kind of
Oh,
video?
what? How do you have the video already?
recommendation like?
Should I pull it up?
I don't know. Just describe it vividly.
It's just two bees. You have to watch it. It's
How do bees fuck the flying?
it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Puppy says insects be fucking.
Turtle fucking is the fun. Like the.
You
have
know
you seen
all
that
the
video?
noises you hear outside? That's
the
bugs
insects
and birds wanting to fuck. Like that. Those are mating calls. Like every time
Somebody
you.
just said
So I could just say, caco, caco. I We're just gonna have people come out here.
Well, okay, think about it. Like when you go to the club and humans have a mating ritual too. Like when you go to the clubs and you get all dressed up, like you're peacock.
You're pretty much just going like
You're
shouting as loud as you can for the person to pay
You're
attention
going,
to
"What
you.
is me?"
You're peacocking.
Oh my god.
Turtles are like they make the funniest sound. Have you seen the video where that turtle's like?
Stop.
It's the best video ever. Hashtag relatable.
Sorry. All right. What was your question? Sex.
I didn't even ask it yet.
She said sex and we ran with it.
I know. It's sex.
Yeah. So sex again, it's normal. Some people back in the day, or not everybody, but sex was taboo on the first date. Some people believe there's a rule, sex on
It's
the
still
first
taboo on the first. I swear to God, you gotta go multiple dates still. I don't care what people
Really?
say.
Okay, because people say by the third date, that's when sex is.
That's what it is. That's usually about 2 or 3 dates. It's
how
like
you guys
multiple
feel?
dates. I mean, I wish it was the first
About,
date, but
just
it's usually
about.
like.
You can have it on the first.
I mean, I tried, but they don't go that way. The other person got reciprocate too.
About 2-3 dates.
It's usually about 2-3 dates. And gets really
2-3
fucking
dates.
expensive. That's why I don't like dating.
So, I don't know how much I want to share, but it was probably 3-ish weeks with Corey and I, or like a month. She appreciated that about me. So I'm a weirdo,
No,
and
that's respectful.
I just personally can't get turned on unless there is an emotional connection.
I feel that, yeah.
And so it was very hard for
agree
me to
with that.
have one night stands. Like I had to really muster up the energy to do this.
Even with a one night stand, there needs to be some chemistry.
I've
Like,
always
Yeah,
wanted one,
yeah.
but I've always been in a relationship.
yeah, one night stands are weird, but
Yeah, I don't know. I know some people are just like if I'm drunk or something, maybe it's easier, but I can't just
there still needs
Have
to be
one night.
chemistry. I don't
Yeah.
think I could. Yeah, if there's nothing there,
I
there's,
was like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
if there's absolutely nothing there though, yeah,
then-
if there's nothing that
If there's a physical attraction, it works for me.
but that's something. That's something. There's the
no,
that's-
there's some people are agreeing with you.
like I
Serge.
said, I'm weird. I'm weird
No,
about
there are
it.
people. There's some men agreeing with you boys, and I see that too. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If anything, it's just we're human. We have emotions. It's not just about let's just bump uglies. It's more than that. Oh my God, Cash's hair in my coffee.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know. It's just it depends. For me, I've always been in a relationship. It feels I really never got the opportunity just to go date around. But my last relationship, within the week, we were jumping each other's bones. So, but yeah, I mean, date on the first date, not taboo. I say go for it.
It's not taboo. I think it should not be taboo. If you think it's taboo, don't let it be a taboo.
Yeah, it's not.
There's a lot of guys out there that want to fuck on the first date. Don't make them go to 2-3
every
days.
guy wants to fuck on a first date.
He don't.
I don't. I want to make sure there's something there. If immediately there was, then maybe.
I mean,
but
this obviously going to be, if you matched up, there's probably some similar interest. And she looks good to you, so you look good to her. So
yeah, but
it should be okay. It shouldn't
do
be
I know
a
you?
bad
Because then
thing.
dirty talk gets weird. Because then I'm like, do you and are you? Are you just saying this because it's dirty talk?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can't. If I don't buy it, then I'm not gonna be actually turned on.
Yeah.
I'm just all right, you're just doing this, but that's fine. It's
Every-
yeah, I want your fucking dick. Do you? You know me for 5 minutes, bro.
Slap me down.
I guess. I don't know.
No, everybody's different. Again, I have male and female friends, obviously, who have fucked on the first date or haven't. It just depends on the person.
Yeah,
it
it just
depends on
all
who you
depends.
are, and that's okay because
There's no wrong answer.
there's literally no wrong answer to this, and but yeah, there's no wrong answer to this. And some people are saying that the more I like a person on a personal emotional level, the more attractive I find them. Puffy said that, and a lot of people have agreed with him. One person agreed with him is Lady Chowdhury.
Lady
Do you
Chowdhury.
remember her?
I remember her.
Yeah. It's been a long time, Lady Chowdhury. Oh my God. But yeah, no. Sex, not a bad thing.
No.
Everybody does it. Your
Everybody
parents
does.
do it. Your grandparents are
Maybe
doing
fucking.
it.
Shout out to Dr.
Yeah.
D.
Old people be fucking a lot, though.
Everybody fuck.
In the old homes,
Yo,
isn't that a
they
thing?
do.
No. STDs
are huge in
STDs are a
old-
big problem in old folks'
Yeah.
homes.
What the fuck?
Because that's all they can do.
Good for them, honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
And when you're that old, they probably don't give a fuck.
Nope.
It's probably great sex, to be honest. It's probably awesome.
Are you trying to hit up the
Geriatric, some geriatric booty.
Hold up.
Oh, with no teeth. Oh! You never have to worry about about teeth issues.
Oh my god, I hate this.
We're all gonna be there someday.
Oh,
We're
man.
laughing about it now, and in 40 years, you're gonna be like,
okay with that. No teeth.
I hope I get there. Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna be a fit old person. Okay?
That is my goal. See, exactly. I want to be like a jacked up.
I don't want to be like a person like I'm.
That means I'm getting
can't.
all this. I'm getting all
You
the
think
old
you're gonna be
booty.
a fit old person? You seen Arnold Schwarzenegger? He still spends 2 hours in the gym. He looking like a melted pancake.
Ah, take that lesson.
No,
from you.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Tony Horton. Tony Horton is like 60.
He's like almost 70.
and that man looks like he's 30.
Yeah.
I mean, Madonna's still hot.
Yeah.
You are what you eat.
Yeah.
Money.
Dude, I eat
And money.
Money.
I eat so much chips. Oh my god. So like, yeah, okay. What is like your icebreaker? Like, okay, we're on the date now. We're on the date. What is your icebreaker? How do you guys get conversation started? To help the people out at home.
Usually the conversation is a lot easier because you already been talking for a while, so you
Yeah.
kind of like just go off what you just went off the last conversation or where you guys left off.
So, tell me about yourself. What are you doing?
But you already see the tell me about yourself already kind of happened in the texting back and forth. For me, it's just more deep stuff. So try and get more views, like where they stand on shit.
Yeah. I try.
Like that's for me.
You just like gauge like a person's like, I don't know. Are you talking about political beliefs or like in general interest? You can usually gauge it like organically, right?
Yeah,
like,
you
don't have
can.
to ask
You don't
directly
have to
about
ask
it.
them, but like,
you
there's,
can tell.
I'll be there's just one girl. I thought she wasn't gonna be hardcore conservative Christian, but she was, and I'm like, damn, your pictures don't look like you Punjabi.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, look, you just totally
Hardcore conservative Christian Punjabi girl.
Yes.
Damn.
And she was a gym girl. I was like, and she said she was going to my gym all the time.
Damn, she checked a lot of boxes for you. Except
And
for,
I was like, but then the whole
that
conservative Christian, like, a Christian was saying was all right. Was the whole hardcore, like she was against gays, and she was
Dude, yeah, no, dump her ass.
I was like, damn, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened? I was like, I was sorry. I was
who
like,
hurt
yeah.
you?
Like literally.
But yeah, she actually knew a lot of the same people that we knew. We actually kind of bonded over her death. We again like
Bonded over death. Somebody just said, "Don't start in
Kung
deep-"
Fu Night. The homie C says, "Don't start with deep topics."
And you're like,
though.
"We're just talking about
You gotta
death."
start with
we actually bonded over her death because like again we had like lots of mutual friends and
Over a death or over death?
over one death.
the concept of death.
No, we was
Okay.
just so like
Good God, this is
her
fun.
friend and my I think you know Jasprit. Remember Jasprit when he passed away?
Yeah.
Me and Jasprit were like used to play basketball, go to the gym a lot, and she was also going to the gym a lot, so she knew Jasprit. We like at LA Fitness, we knew each other pretty well. So I didn't know her that well then, but then some kind of just bonded over that and shit like that. So like. She was really affected by that death, and like that was her really best friend, and like I was really affected. So we kind of talked about how, because she was at the funeral, I didn't realize that she was at the funeral. So we talked about the funeral. Like we had some good conversation, but as soon as she told me like her conservative stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out because like I got some friends that you probably ain't gonna like.
Oh yeah, you have to have a what do you call it? It's like a non-negotiable, right? You have to have some non-negotiables. Like you can, like I'm saying, compromise to a certain extent. But you can't. If it's such an extreme difference, I don't think you should be
she would
putting up
mesh
with
well
that.
with my friend group. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that,
I got people with very diverse things, and like she was very like even it was weird because like her mom. I mean, I'm talking about her too much. Maybe I'm spoiling this shit. Like let's change this topic.
Well, some people say so. Somebody's agreeing with Brack here, who said politics and social stuff is like the first few things I want to discuss just to know if we're on the same page or like if we're compatible or not. That is like a good thing too. Like it might be like I know you don't want to start too deep, but it's also good to know. Like especially the older we get, like where do you stand? Because again, time wasted the older we get.
I guess it depends on the type of like if you're on a date with a person where you're like, I think this is just gonna be like a casual thing, then I don't think I would go into the deep topics. But if you're like really into the person and you're on a date and you think it might or you want it to go somewhere, then I think
Usually, you know, because like if it's like.
I got a out of pocket question for Pat after this.
Yeah, I typically just start with like general,
Yeah.
like keep it light. I try to push the conversation more on them and try to like listen and just be attentive and shit.
And sometimes like this stuff might like you don't agree with it, but sometimes the differences is like what can make you guys and you can learn from it too. I definitely learned a lot from my like current relationship now, for example.
Whiskey Tango is a good spot. That's
Out
a
of
good
pocket
date
question, Pat. Hottest girl you've ever matched with, checks all your boxes, gym nut, whatever, but she's racist as fuck.
And the one I just met.
What she'll do, she'll call you like you red dot piece of shit, fucking shit in the street,
God.
Indian yeah, fuck me terrorist. Would you do it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just to fuck.
Just to fuck.
That's
Yeah.
a one night stand. Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think. Anyway, I'm trying to think
That's
of my
a one-night stand.
icebreakers. What I would like. We should start talking like, hey, what do you honestly? Can I be honest? The Normies is the biggest fucking icebreaker I have. Literally everybody.
I actually don't use that. I don't like using
really?
that. I don't like to rely on
Everybody's so interested about it.
I don't.
So many
I'll sound like
questions.
a YouTuber.
I like having that, or I used to like having that in the absolute back pocket. And then when it comes up organic, you're like, what do you do? I'm like,
That's what I don't like.
I mean, when we ask each other what we do, I'm like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Watch my shit.
I don't flaunt it because like I feel like that's just like.
I feel more comfortable talking about it now because we're at a level where I'm like, yeah, I'm successful doing this. But like back when we were like, let's say like below 100,000, like at that point bringing it up, it's like, oh, you're a YouTuber? Oh yeah. Okay.
I still get those lists.
It's almost like saying like, yeah, I'm in a band, you know?
You a lion ass because your Tinder profile says Normie, look me up on YouTube.
Yeah, that. Whoa! But when we actually date, I don't. I'm not going to say I'm a YouTuber. Right?
But you've already said it.
Oh,
you're using it as a.
And
there's nothing wrong with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing
Like,
wrong with it.
Use what everything you have at your disposal.
Yeah.
I should use it more, but I don't know. It feels. I don't know. It just feels weird.
Just don't talk about the weather.
I don't want
nobody does that now.
That was the easiest way to break the ice with the other bachelorette groups. Like once they've like, you know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, you're a YouTuber? What do you do?" Because they're like Indian. They're like, "What the fuck? You're a YouTuber?" I was like, "Yeah, Micky, Pat. Like we're partners in this shit." And like they were severely interested in our group after that. So it is like it does work.
It does work.
I'm telling you, every time like somebody hears like I'm part of the YouTube channel, they get so interested. It's like, so how do you guys make money? And like, you guys make money? And I'm like, yeah, we even have insurance. They're like, no.
Yeah,
it's like so
mention,
shocking.
Like, W-2 and 401ks, and they're like,
like,
oh,
what?
really?
What the
Dental vision? No way. Like it's just so funny. But no, icebreakers. I mean.
They're a good mint.
They're good. I mean, talk about like, hey, you know, what do you do, or like your favorite food, just stuff to
Yeah.
get to know person.
Advice: keep the conversation balanced. I know, like a problem I used to have is like when I got nervous, I would just like talk way too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like you have to be a little self-aware and make sure you're not like just talking about yourself.
Corey said I wouldn't stop talking about myself. But to my defense,
I believe that.
She kept asking questions about like normie shit.
That's what
and
I'm
like
saying.
I was just answering her questions, and then she's like, "You wouldn't stop talking about work. You kept asking me questions."
Okay, so I see both sides because you do talk about yourself a lot. As much as I talk about myself, okay, I'm gonna call myself out too. Past like,
I don't talk about myself
and
enough.
then but
Do I talk about myself a lot?
bro, you check every reflection we pass is like any reflection, right?
Bro, I've never seen this. Bro, you probably check your hair like 3-4 times a day, and your hair doesn't even move.
I know.
It don't even move.
But like like I was saying, the minute you mentioned like on a date or like to like somebody's like I mentioned my boyfriend's fan, like I'm a YouTuber, or like question after question after question, like you have to answer the questions.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with you there.
But there's times where I'm like the conversation would be too much about YouTube. I'm like, all right, can we talk about something else? Like I feel like I'm talking about myself a lot. I've said that before.
You got, and also like don't start with deep topics right away. Kung Fu Night Mission. I wouldn't start with work right away either.
No.
Like just kind of start with like maybe what
Your
you did
interests,
that day,
hobbies,
like
yeah.
what do you have coming up? Like I'm excited for this vacation coming, or like I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, talk about like what you do in just like life, and then work kind of comes up organically later. The
Like,
deep topics come up organically
Music,
later.
hobbies, you don't know if you're going to connect over that, and that can start a whole nother like flood of conversations right there.
Everyone has seen Game of Thrones. That's an easy icebreaker.
The number
Nah,
Almost
the number one
everybody.
thing.
that's dead meme now.
I don't know, because you go on Tinder
Maybe
right
it's
now.
coming
There's
back.
a lot of people talking about how much they hate it.
I don't see any of that.
Next time I'm gonna every time I see it, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna screenshot it and send it to you, bro.
Y'all know
the
how-
only thing I see on most girls' profiles is like whiskey,
What's the age group?
whiskey and
What is
Taco
it?
Tuesdays. Every girl on
Are you
Tinder
going from
loves
19 to 20?
tacos. No,
Why do they all sound like that? Why are they all?
that's how I read it.
and
Taco Tuesdays. Like
Let's go do
that's
sunset
how I
yoga.
read it, man. And like 95% of women are like,
Also,
"Oh, I love tacos." Like,
Yeah, you know, I do
There's a lot of
remember
tacos,
that
bro.
when I was
a
there.
lot of whiskey and
There's
tacos.
a lot of those, but I do see a lot of
Tacos are
geeky
yummy.
stuff on
Nothing,
nerdy
nothing
stuff
wrong
out
with
there.
that shit. I'll take you out for tacos, girl.
So, how Marquetta met Chris, the story's been told a lot, but she swiped on him because his description said, Drogo in the streets, Tyrion in the sheets. So
See-
Game of Thrones that was back when Game of Thrones was in full
Chris
swing.
has good one-liners like that. Like that's what I'm not good at. Like you gotta have those. Like you gotta be witty on online for sure.
You did stand-up comedy, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. There's a context for that.
Create a routine.
Huh?
Create a routine.
What do you mean?
Create a
Routine. Like, have a
Like a
book.
script?
Yeah.
I also want to
Have a
say
playbook.
one no is don't pretend like you're into something or fake
Oh yeah.
like you do
Yeah.
something to
impress them.
impress them.
Unless you're trying to one night stand it.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with if you find out she
Fibbing
likes
a little.
or he likes a certain music and then you start listening to it and then you start talking like, hey, I was listening to this. That's different. But if she's like, man, I love fucking running marathons. If you don't do that, don't be like,
You're gonna be
yeah,
so
me
proud.
too. Me
Yeah,
too.
no, totally.
So like, you know, within reason, if you want to try to like be into the things she's into or he's into, I don't think that is wrong. But don't fundamentally change yourself, like, you know, what
Don't
you're
be a
into.
simp.
Don't do it. Literally, don't. You're gonna be so hard to keep up with their interests then, and then you're gonna be a totally different person, and it's just like waste of time for each person.
Yes, babe, you did tell me you hated Bass Nectar off the bat, and I will tell you.
Why are we bringing up Bass Nectar?
Before he was canceled, I was the one that liked him the least.
You
I
saw
will
him
say
first
that. I
before
saw
all
him
of
first,
this.
but I liked him the least.
I think I liked him the least, but that's okay. I probably go see them just to go party, but you don't hear me playing Bass Nectar songs after we go out to the
Is Lady
concert.
Chowdhury Corey?
Yes. What did you think that was? Were you like, you remember Lady Chowdhury? I'm like, yeah, that's my fiance.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, who the fuck is that? I've never heard of that person.
God damn it! Why are we? Anyway, a question from the chat, real quick, because we have been talking a lot about like, you know, how do we approach people in dating life, you know, the one-liners and all that, but they want to know, what about in real life, like seeing someone and mustering up the courage to go talk to them?
Oh, fuck that, I don't do that.
There's a certain thrill to it. You might get no's, but when you get a yes, it's a great feeling.
That's really a difficult thing to do. Like, I think you need some liquid
courage.
You need some liquid courage. Go and you know, bars. Not at clubs. Clubs, there's no fucking.
You can't talk in the club.
Yeah, like, hey, what are you drinking? Oh, Vegas bomb, right on.
I
Yeah.
hate doing that so much. Like carrying on a whole conversation. It's
You
like,
can't.
oh yeah, so next weekend we're gonna go on the lake and go to that picnic.
What? Picnic. Yeah, clubs is not where you're at.
Clubs
Yeah.
is just for one nights.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just go. I heard advice. Sometimes it takes 10 seconds of courage to change your life. Sometimes you never know what could happen, but it is excruciatingly difficult. Especially, I'm gonna speak from a guy's perspective. I think the societal expectation is that guys have to make the first move, and you know, like whether you're a male or female, rejection sucks. But I feel like there's a different expectation of rejection for dudes in that they're supposed to just carry it. And you know, like if a guy gets rejected, his friends would be like, oh, it's all good, man. Plenty of fish in the sea. It's a numbers game, bro. You just got to move on to the next one. It's like, yeah, but rejection still sucks. But like, I don't know. You got to just go for it. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the rejection, and you might get a no, but the feeling of a yes is really amazing.
It is, yeah.
It is. So
It's all about mindset. Go up there expecting a no. Be like, this girl's about to say no, but I'm gonna just like just gonna do myself and be like, hey, like you want to blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. You just gotta like be able to brush it off, and that is hard. That is so hard to do because no one likes rejection in any form.
It sucks.
You know, it
Oh,
makes
man.
you feel bad about yourself. But
I just remembered this another bachelor party we went to in Vegas, and me and one of my
Nick's?
friends,
Oh, never
Nick's,
mind.
I think it was Nick's. Yeah, because
It had to be Nick's. That's the only one you guys went to.
Yeah, that was
Amrit
Vegas.
was there.
Nick's was
Nick's.
It was Nick's, right? Yeah. So me and Amrit, we I don't know who else was in it, but like we
Careful.
We were no, this is before.
Okay.
This is before. I think this is before he was dating.
I know, but still.
Anyway, one of my friends, we were drunk. We were we were all out and about, and so like we were like, hey man, let's just try to get rejected as much as possible. You know, like
That's a good mindset. honestly.
it is. It's scary, but like, you know, so like we came up with this a plan of like where we would just go like start grinding up on girls as the icebreaker. It fucking works, dude.
Yeah,
that's fun.
fucking works.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
because
lighthearted.
like they're like, oh, who's this weirdo, you know? And then you turn around, and you charm them, and it works. Sometimes you gotta.
You just gotta grind.
You gotta
let them feel the pain.
Sometimes you gotta put yourself out there.
You have to like
Super-
let out the pheromones. You have to give off I don't give a fuck energy. Because for some reason, that is like, they're like, this guy doesn't give a fuck about any of us. I want to dance with him. Like when we were at the Cabo, the Mandala, I was just like dancing, and like another bachelorette with like the, what do you call the little wedding
sash.
thing? No, it was like the
veil?
The veil.
Yeah.
She was just, she was probably on something. She was like, "You're on my fucking level," and I was just like, "Yeah." It's like as a taken guy, you always get more attention from girls.
Oh, yeah.
It is the weirdest thing
Girls
ever.
can
It's
smell
like they can
relationships
sense
on you.
like that you don't care about them. And like,
No, it's true. Every time I was in a relationship, everybody wanted to talk to me. I was like, bitch, where were you at?
yeah. It's because it's like something we give off
Because
Yeah.
you don't care, because you have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. Like
Interesting.
there's a different dude. Every time I
Man,
was
just put on a wedding ring, bro.
maybe
There you go.
Dude, honestly, maybe I
And
should.
it was. We were like, actually, it was just
like
a
this
trick.
is a fake because
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
honestly,
Oh, my
they'll
bad.
be impressed.
I wear this on my middle finger.
Literally tell them I do this so people like don't think I'm a creep or whatever.
I was like,
They'll
oh,
probably
no,
think it's
I
funny.
was on a skit earlier. We were acting. Oh, yeah, I forgot to go on. Yeah.
This conversation is dead.
Oh my god.
I hope we aren't offending anybody.
No, I mean,
No, but it's true though. Like when you're taken, it's like there's just a different. I don't know. It's like women can just sense it on you.
Yeah, it's weird.
oh my god, we have so many people like commenting and saying things. We actually have right now 82 to 83 people.
Yeah.
83 gang.
Yeah, boy.
So they're saying like pre-selection, it's a bitch, you know what I mean? It's all about social psychology and everything.
Pre-selection.
It's all about
What's
having
that?
a wingman.
What's pre-selection?
Yo, I won't name names, but so like I had a good night on Halloween because it was
Pre-selection.
and I had no wingman. I had a good wingman with me, and
Who?
I'm not gonna name names.
Wow.
What is pre-selection?
I won't name names.
I actually don't know. Like
It was a wingman.
I won't name names, but
maybe
you know.
pre-selection like for the people who are already good looking or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
Pre-selection. means-
explain to us because we stupid.
Yeah, what's
Or
pre-selection?
is that like arranged marriage?
Oh God, man.
Right,
Yeah,
pre-selection?
yeah. So like arranged marriages aren't really arranged anymore. It's like
Nah.
you meet and talk to the person, you meet up and see how compatible you are in like a 3-week span, give or take, and then you're like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this person. And you know, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Arranged marriages have less of a divorce rate than love marriages.
I also think this is because also the pressure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I also think they don't have
It's
the
100% pressure.
they don't always have the balls to like split up if it's not
That is
great or
100%.
something.
Oh
so,
yeah, arranged marriage.
Which is bullshit. They need to have the boss.
I don't want to knock on that either because I know some people that are like my cousin. Like it wasn't arranged, but they met, they mingled. And she visited over there for weeks, and this is like my Indian cousin who never watched any American television. Started talking to this guy, and then she was like, "Suraj, I'm watching Game of Thrones." And I was like, "You're watching Game of Thrones? You must love this guy." Okay, like the fact that I mean, I also think it's just a timing thing. Sometimes you intersect with someone. Jesus, Cash.
I know.
Sometimes you just intersect at the right time in your lives where, like,
Yeah.
I'm not so busy. Like, if I met Corey a year earlier, I would have been so busy with, like, trying to get Normies off the ground. She says the same thing, that she would have been so busy with rotations and doctor shit that, like, you have to luckily meet someone at the right space and time, too. Like, that also factors in.
For sure.
Like, in their lives and in your life.
For sure. Oh my God. If I met my boyfriend 5 years ago, he'd have been 21. I'm like, bitch, no, you're so immature. Like, no. All right. So, like, icebreakers, we talked about it, dates and everything. But, like, let's say you don't like somebody. How do you let them down and not just leave them?
Yeah.
Did you like say like I can't do this, goodbye?
I didn't say
Shake her
goodbye.
hand.
I not even shake her hand. I just
Shit,
can't
I
do
would have
this.
ordered some food and left.
Like, I
Yeah, I drove here. I'm gonna like let's order food.
It was really like I was like before the date I was nervous, and then just sitting over there I was just nervous. I was like I didn't know what to do anything. I just said I just can't do this. Like this is not because after this like it was my wasting my time. And yeah,
My whole entire back was sweating when I was with Corey. I had to excuse myself to the bathroom several times to just pat down my sweaty ass back, and I backed up from the table. Like I'm just gonna go with that.
Ooh,
lady talk.
another tip: keep gum and cologne in your car.
100%.
Yeah. Don't come stinky, yo. I just ghost people.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just go. I'm horrible.
I hate people like you. I am so against ghosting that I'm
you actually say no goodbye.
No. I mean, like, I mean, like, if I go on a date and I didn't feel it, then, like, you know, maybe I won't say it right there in person, but, like, if we talk again, I'll just be like, yeah, maybe we should just be friends.
Yeah, he actually. I only had one person. Like,
I'm not, you know, I didn't feel the spark there. Because, like, dude, ghosting is a shitty thing to do.
I did
It's
a shitty
it's
thing
a
back in the
very,
day.
very shitty
I
thing to do.
ghosted.
Because it's like, it's one thing to, like, have a conversation and say the wrong thing and then, like, know what you did wrong. But, like, when you get ghosted, there's just this level of, like, what happened?
But, like,
I think
what
it would
did-
help
what did-
men
like, what
and
did I
women
do?
if
Like-
you like explain why you're not interested. Like I know that sounds weird, but that would help both genders. Like if like you're letting a girl down or a girl's letting a guy down, be like,
Don't
this
ghost.
doesn't work for me because I'm looking for more of something along these lines.
Don't ghost. It's
And
a shitty thing to
It
do.
kind of helps at least to know a reason. It's like
So-
an exit interview.
I've ghosted people just like after like one date or like just like online conversation. Like, ugh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
boring. I
yeah.
can't talk to you.
That's how it goes, people. I'll go if it's like
We're so
online, or if we go on like 1 or 2 dates, I'll ghost. But like, if we talk for a while, then I'm not gonna ghost you.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You got to give them some.
Yeah.
decency.
Everybody's agreeing with Mickey.
And,
But
but
this is a shitty thing to do.
I also there's this one time we were like this. She had a great idea. I'm gonna start using her idea because like we matched up, and her first thing was like we just started like with texting back and forth. The next day she's like, "Hey, FaceTime me right now. I'm gonna be free after this." And like, because she was like 33. And she was trying to get back out on the dating when she went like date with intent. So she was like the best way for her to date with intent was like just FaceTime a lot of people. Just like the first time she like talked about it, she'll know if this is gonna go anywhere or anything like that. So that was like she was like speed dating essentially. And so we FaceTime, and I just like I'm a gym goer, and her only time she could like want to FaceTime was like doing this like work like after evening. I was like, I can't do the evening, I gotta be in the gym. So I was like, hey, if you want to do around like 10 or 11, we can make that work. So I just got done with the gym and shit, and I FaceTime with her. Again, I'm just like all sweaty and shit. So we're just talking. I'm like hopped up on pre-workout, so I'm like talking more. I'm talking more about myself than her and shit like that. And then like I remember we talked for like almost 40 minutes, and then the next morning I get a text like, yeah, I wasn't feeling our conversation. I don't want to waste your time. I was like, damn, she knew what she wanted, and she just straight up
That's
told
good.
me
That's
that
good.
was dope. But I don't think I could do that.
But like, didn't that feel nice because now you know what you did wrong and now you can.
I don't think what I did wrong. She just said she wasn't feeling me. So
Okay, but like I'm saying, like if you date someone and they were like weird in some way, I know it's a tough thing to do. I haven't been in a situation where I was like, hey, you did this thing that I didn't like. Usually it's just like I just didn't feel a spark, you
Yeah.
know. But like I don't know, having some feedback is nice in the dating world because if I'm continually doing something wrong that's causing people to ghost me, I'd like to know.
You can also just say like I didn't feel a spark too. Like that would be acceptable.
That's
I
the
think
best thing to
yeah,
say,
I
like,
think that's
literally the best thing.
a good thing.
that's
to
a cop out.
No.
I want Bractier mentioned that you want to say.
No, go ahead, please.
Wait, can I interject
yeah.
another date tip? Don't order spicy food on the first date.
Ah, fuck no, I wouldn't spicy.
I want my spicy food.
Do not order.
farting up a storm. Bractier mentioned that some women prefer to ghost because sometimes men don't like. You're a nice guy, but you don't
different
know
kinds.
you don't know what kind of guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
out there.
Oh,
And some
yeah,
men
yeah,
deal
that's
with
true.
rejection and they're like harass and
That's
continue
true.
to,
I've been harassed,
like
yeah.
That is true.
chase
That-
after you.
And don't do that either. You fuckboy.
it's-
Don't be
Yeah.
a fuckboy. Don't take the low road if you get rejected. Just
They
fucking.
do. They
Yeah.
insult you. They make you. They're like you're
And
a bitch.
and you know
you're
what? It
this.
is that is true. That is
Yeah.
that is a thing that women definitely have to deal with. Is like you can't just say like no. That's true. That's
Yeah.
a
Well, I mean, there's
that's a
some women
valid
who don't
perspective.
get rejection well too. They'll go like slash your tires.
Yeah.
That's
And
also
it goes
true.
all ways. Again, like
Or they'll shit in your bed.
Do you think that there's an uneven
it feels like men definitely like have more like it's more aware that men are doing it.
like I feel like women don't make the first move because I just might sound sexist or mean or whatever.
Bumble,
but
baby.
I just don't think women can handle rejection as well as men can do.
Bro, you are
I'd-
painting with some broad
Yeah.
strokes right now.
painting boy.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think women can handle rejection as well as men can.
I don't know, man. There's some
Maybe,
guys.
I think by default they don't experience it as much, but
I feel like when a woman gets rejected, it shatters them.
I don't know. I mean, bro. I mean.
I don't think so. I think if you're a woman, like you know what you're worth, you're gonna be like fuck you anyway.
I'm sounding like such an insult
I'm gonna
right
disagree.
now.
You are, like,
I'm gonna
if
disagray
you-
because I've
like,
seen
you
some
just-
relationships like women who like bounce back in 2 days, but some men are like hooked for like years. Like I just can't.
Yeah, I think if woman or man, you have to believe in yourself enough to not let a rejection break you. And if like you're a woman and some guy just rejects you, I'd probably like fuck you. I know I'm hot shit. All right, fine. I'm gonna go on to the next
I'll
thing.
think
I mean, what would you do if you got rejected?
Me, I mean.
I've never been rejected in
I
my life,
haven't.
so I don't know.
I haven't, but if I were to get rejected,
It's hard for women to like. It's hard for women to get rejected because
I
like
mean,
all guys are
it's
no
what we
matter what
say.
they're always gonna be. It's like, but like I don't think they don't get rejected as often, but but I also think they get bounced back just as quick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it also depends like if that person also was like, if it was like a one night stand, that rejection ain't gonna mean shit. But if you actually really like somebody, then maybe that may mean something.
Puffy is saying like I like women. I feel like women don't experience it as much in the dating. At least he's seen it. And you know, somebody said I agree with the women do not take rejection too well as well. But somebody else said it goes both ways, and I truly believe it does go both ways. Like,
does.
You know what I mean?
I'm painting with a medium stroke. Okay, it's not a broad stroke. It's a medium. You know, I'm a fucking.
But it just, it's just life.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking from my personal experience.
But like again, everybody's different. Some people can handle ghosting, some people can't. You just, it's a chance you take out in the dating world.
Unfortunately, it's part of the game.
Now, I feel like you get now like. The Gen Zers and them are getting used to it. Ghosting doesn't affect them that much because that's how we reject people nowadays. At least on the dating world, like online dating is like you just ghost. Nobody's gonna tell them, hey, on Tinder, like I wasn't feeling you, even or on Snapchat or whatever.
I feel
there's like the older girls, like the girl that like when she sent me a message, she was like older than me. So like I think it's with an age thing. Like ghosting is not a big deal. Like I think.
How do Gen Zers
I
date?
think
Snapchat.
They send emojis and gifs back and forth. Like it's like a whole GIF conversation.
My problem with ghosting is I feel like it doesn't just affect the dating world. I feel like if you get into the habit of that, then it's going to bleed into other aspects of your life because you have to be able to talk about things and have tough conversations. Like it might bleed in.
100%.
It might bleed into your work where something's going on and you're not addressing the problem because you're used to ghosting. I just feel like it has bigger ramifications, not just within the dating world.
No, for sure. Some people are saying they'd rather be ghosted than get rejected. Said they'd rather be rejected than ghosted. So just hearing why the person wasn't interested in you definitely does help, like Micky was saying.
Especially like when you match with someone and then you say hi or you open up and then it's just like just no response. It's like
that's not ghosting though.
No, it's not ghosting, but I'm like, why did you match? Like, what the like?
Haven't you ever matched with someone and you're like, oh, wait, never mind.
I've done that too. When you're like, oh, I didn't mean to swipe, and you just,
okay, yeah, I guess that's stuff.
I don't think that's ghosting.
No, that's not ghosting. But
even like, what's up? Hey, not much. What are you doing this weekend? If it's like a short conversation, I don't think it's ghosting either. I think it's ghosting if like,
you're like 2 or 3
you
days.
actually had genuine
you had a
connection. Like, oh,
conversation.
that's cool. That blah blah blah. And then like, oh, okay, nothing. All right.
Yeah,
but it's, I guess we all live in that world where like. We all lose interest pretty quickly. That person loses quickly. You lose interest pretty quickly.
ADHD, baby.
So,
I mean, I definitely
like every day you getting matched up with somebody. So like you be like, oh, this person might be better than that one. So well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go over here. It's just.
There's a lot of people like saying. First of all, they're saying our stream is popping. We have 100 people.
Yeah.
Do you talk?
Gang.
You talk to more than one girl at once when you match, or do you go one at a time?
Yeah, because like, hey, you matched up constantly, like, and now it's like. You definitely have to date multiple people at the same time. Back in the day,
it's accepted now. It's like
back in the day, maybe
dating.
you could get away with. Now you just have to because like how quickly people lose interest, or how quickly you lose interest. You definitely have to match. Like you have to talk to multiple people at the same time.
Yeah, and people are like lastly on this, they're saying, I agree. You definitely prefer an honest rejection to ghosting, but I've seen the response from my ladies' friends from crazy dudes, so I understand ghosting as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We have been on for over an hour. We're getting.
What time is it?
It's 11:11 right now.
Go for like 10 more minutes.
10 minutes. So I just want to make sure, we really appreciate all the questions here. I'm trying to answer and, shout out your questions and comments here on the stream.
Ask us more questions.
We're on YouTube simulcast, right?
Yeah.
For the first time. So thank you. If you're trying to chat with us, you can do so on Twitch.
Yes.
We're looking at the Twitch chat. We're not looking at the YouTube chat.
Let's give them more dating advice.
And then, so we have some actual questions from social media. I'm going to try to pull up real quick.
Fuck a lot of people, everybody. If you're in your 20s and you're single, fuck a lot of people.
Just wrap it up. Take some care in your how you dress.
Self-care.
Have a nice haircut and
and if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do. Asexuality is a thing.
It really is.
You can not like sex. You can like dating multiple people. There's polyamorous relationships.
Polyamory is a huge thing now, bro.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a huge thing. I was like, man, when was this? When I was in high school and college.
It's here now. You could do it now if you want to.
But I'm just too old for that.
Drop some questions, and if you guys have any more questions, drop them for us. We'll try to answer those. The ones we have some social media right now. What is important to all of you when you're finding your person? Jim.
Yeah, just make sure they match up with my lifestyle because I don't think I want to give up my lifestyle. And like I said, like my soulmate's got to have a booty.
Oh my god.
I think humor. Somebody that doesn't take themselves too seriously. Somebody that's creative. I don't know. I'm into like the awkward nerdy girls. To be honest,
I feel that.
They have to be passionate about something. Like I don't want like a blank slate. person. I want someone that has like
Their own
has
life.
strong convictions about things.
No, for sure.
I want to get the sense that like we could have our life together, but you could also have your life, and I could also have my life. You
Be
know, like-
independent.
Chelsea
Yeah.
is saying,
Yeah.
well, hello, Mickey.
Oh my!
You're going to be at NormieCon?
Damn, put me on the spot.
We have to sign some paperwork to make sure it's NormieCon. It's NormieCon. Outside the con, though. No, that's awesome. For me, I need an adventure buddy. I need somebody who is willing to. You guys know me. I'm very social. I like doing things. So like somebody who wants to always do something with me. Like right now, my boyfriend. Every weekend we go to a different little town in Indiana and visit things, or we'll go on random hikes. Or in the middle of the week, he'll be like, "Hey, I have a surprise date for you." Like just stuff like that. He knows that I like being adventurous and stuff. So that's what I need. Next question. We already talked about this: sex or kissing on the first date.
There's more
Do
questions.
whatever. What is the most challenging thing about maybe your relationship or just relationships if you guys were in them?
What do you mean?
Like what's something that's challenging, I guess, for me, I get it's communication. In my past relationships, like I would keep it to myself. Everything I would get angry about, blah blah blah. But now, like the minute something's bothering me, I'm like, yo, this is bothering me. We need to change this now for us to like be able to like mean I hate you kind of thing.
For your long-term people that live together, it's not to let things get stale and to like not fall into a habit of like
Complacency.
we're just going home and watching TV and doing nothing, doing things together, having hobbies.
Like a routine is nice, but you can't be complacent.
Yeah, know each other's love language
Yes,
and try
so
to adhere to
important.
that. Mine is words of affirmation. Corey's is acts of service.
Of course,
Do you
yours
know
is
some-
words of affirmation.
Wait,
Do you
what's
want to hear
hers?
about yourself?
What's hers?
I just like words of don't shun me for my love language.
No,
Wait,
I thought
what
it
was hers?
good.
Hers is acts of service.
Acts of
so like if I
service.
do the dishes, if I go clean her car or something, make dinner, that sort of thing. What are your guys's? Do you know?
That's actually a good question to ask on a date.
You
too.
mu- you
What
must know
what
your
what
love
is
language.
Your love language?
I like roasting.
That is not a love
That's not
language.
language.
Aw.
Roasting,
So
like
you just wanna
meats or
roast-
like
No,
a
like
roast.
roast. This is I'm more about. If I roast you, I like you. If I don't roast you, then I don't like you.
So
Okay.
like there's words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or physical touch.
Does it have to be those five
I think-
things?
Yes.
I think physical touch. is
Yeah,
probably
physical touch,
mine.
100%. That shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Physical touch.
Quality time is a good one for a lot of people too.
For me,
I'm in quality time in the gym, then we're Gucci.
I feel like yours is quality time.
quality time and gifts. Give me gifts.
Oh.
Yes.
Peach gifts.
Who would have thought? Remember Rana back in the day? It'd be like, "Oh, I really like that. I wish I had that in a pillow. if I had that in a pillow, it would be amazing.
Okay.
If only someone
well,
sent it to me." You do literally every time, and then you get to be like, "Oh my god, I asked for this."
My friends call me out so much. You literally get to, I'm like, man, you guys pick on me. Like, yeah, you're just an easy target. I'm like,
Yeah, pick on me too. So I like look at
Whatever.
myself and shit.
oh my god.
Words of affirmation. Look, it is what it is. You got to know though. You got to know what yours is. You got to know what theirs is, and adhere to it.
Yeah, forehead kisses are nice. They say, Pat, you're into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they remember.
Do you like spooning?
Who remember? For real?
Well, Chelsea.
One
Kisses
ever
are
said
nice.
that shit. I don't even remember. But.
Yeah.
Forehead kisses are nice.
Yeah. So this person has their own opinion. They are. They're very nice.
They are.
Yes.
But then you gotta leave somewhere else.
No, they don't.
it's gonna be just
no,
like-
they don't.
Have a good day.
I'm joking. Calm down.
Oh my god. So this person has their own opinion on this, but what do you guys think of like finding the one in high school possibly? I mean, none of us are.
It's possible.
It's
certainly possible.
LeBron James, he found his,
Yeah, it's
one.
possible.
Feel like statistically, it's like the lottery. There were a lot of high school couples, from my high school, and I would say like maybe one of them is
Yeah.
still together. You know what I mean? Like it's possible.
Certainly, and it's
definitely
probably like
possible.
there's gonna be a lot of problems. So like
Yeah.
if they're still together from high school, they went through some shit
Yep.
together.
I think the
So-
biggest problem for high school couples is like if they stay together, I just feel like at some point both of them are gonna experience like, oh man, what
What
else?
did I miss out
What
on?
else
Well,
was
The
out there?
FOMO.
Mine-
The FOMO.
I have a friend I met in high school in Jordan. They were together actually since like 6th grade, and now they're married now. 2 boys, both doctors.
It's possible.
Everything.
Shout out to Spencer. He
I was
found
about
his wife in high school.
14 years together now.
Spencer's the man who has been hooking us up with these live streams and just helping out a ton
That's
behind
what's
the
up,
scenes.
bro.
Shout out to
There you
Spencer,
go.
always
See,
running
it's
these
possible.
podcasts.
14 years. Where's my niece or nephew
It's
then?
passable.
Soon.
I'm just saying, I don't got a niece or nephew running around here.
Soon.
Oh my god.
14
we have a
years.
niece.
Damn.
That is a lot. Well, Lily's
A decade.
Why
That's
would
some.
girls want to go out? This is a funny question, I guess. Why would girls want to go out with those guys who disrespect them rather than the quiet guy?
That is a funny
Hey,
thing.
go.
And you know,
Yeah,
But,
go check the
but you know what? I'll give you an honest answer is because the quiet guys aren't gonna put themselves out there. The loud guys are at least putting themselves out there. They're showing their personality. A girl is not gonna know you're interested unless you make it
Yup.
obvious. And I feel like because this is what I used to do. I was the quiet dude in high school, and I just felt like, ooh, maybe I can just give off the energy, and maybe she'll pick up on it. It don't work like that, homie. You got to put yourself out there. You know, like.
Yeah. I mean, I was into the bad boy phase at one point, you know what I mean? Like, it's just because, I don't know, movies, TV shows, I don't know. You grow out of that.
Even if you're quiet, you have to show your personality and you have to make your interest obvious. If you, like, you can't be too nice.
Yeah.
You can't. Like, and
Don't be a simp.
the loud jerk, like, you can be a jerk in a flirty kind of way. It's not like they're completely being mean to the girl. There's like he's saying, roasting, you know, like that's a form of flirting.
Micky dropping facts, Guru, Micky. Yeah, honestly, everyone streams have been agreeing with all you three boys. I'm really happy you were on this girl stream, on like a male's perspective.
you have to grow up together. Yes.
Yeah. I guess we're nearing the end of our stream, unfortunately, guys. This was a really good one. Thank you guys so much for joining. And
Wait, favorite date idea? Go in or go out or stay in?
That was mine, yeah. Do you guys have a favorite date? Like, what's your go-to date?
Dude, honestly, Whiskey Tango has been my spot because it's like a chills place. They make really good cocktails.
Like the one by like
Yeah,
Goose?
Fountain Square.
Oh, Fountain Square. Oh.
Is that where you take all your
Whiskey Tango. That's been my go-to spot. It's
Constituents?
It's
Oh, Hotel Tango. You mean?
Oh, whiskey.
Hotel
Yeah, I'm
Tango.
sorry.
I was like,
Hotel
you just
Tango.
keep- I was like,
Because they
what?
serve whiskey there.
Yeah.
Hotel Tango.
and whiskey
That's
is also the NATO phonetic version. So you're like Whiskey Tango, Hotel Foxtrot.
yeah. Hotel Tango is a good spot. I think I would rather go out and do something fun, like staying in. Especially on a first date, it feel like if she was comfortable with that, like I don't know if you're gonna come to my house or I'm gonna go to your house. Like it could work, but typically I like to like go putt or like bowling or something.
There are some nights where Corey and I are just like, fuck everybody, we're staying in, we're ordering out, we're gonna watch something, and I love her for that because sometimes I just don't want to go and socialize.
Once I'm in a relationship, I prefer to stay in.
Yeah,
but like when you're
you
trying
still
to
go out though. Like, we do
Yeah.
like dressing up and going out.
and
too.
that's the thing, complacency. You can't get comfortable. You got to keep it fresh.
Anything outdoors for me. Like my first day with my boyfriend, I don't want to say his name, took me out hiking. It was really fun. And it rained on us, and that made it even more fun.
First date hiking?
Yeah.
Yo, fuck that.
What's your go-to first date?
That's gotta be food. That's gotta be food.
Nah, Pat's like, hey, you trying to come do bench presses? I spot you.
I know, the first and second date, like, look, I would ask them, they like, they're gym going, they want to go to, come and lift with me.
No, what about you? What was your go-to dates, first dates?
Oh, it's always food, right? It's gotta be food or like, bowling or some shit. But mostly like just a walk. Food and like have a nice walk plan, like in Canal or downtown or something.
Damn,
Some people are
y'all
saying-
get really, like,
Yeah. You gotta show some personality.
These two comments back here. I love to go bowling, mini golf, or like a retro arcade or something like that. Bookstore, coffee. Chelsea. First date, best food is sausage. Jesus Christ.
Chelsea, go pour yourself a glass of water.
A mega pint.
A mega pint of water.
I just want to give a shout out to number one, all our first timers on the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy you're here, and I want to also say thank you for all the tears, especially from Boxing Love. He is subbed us a bunch right now, but I think 3. So thank you so much for that. That's so sweet. We're trying to get our Twitch up, and you're really
Twitch gang?
Yeah, Twitch gang.
Boxing
YouTube
Low
game.
was in my Discord AMA
Nice.
yesterday, so make sure to get on our Discord too if you want to
Yeah.
speak to us. Mingle with the Normie community, That's
For
the best way
sure.
to get to know us.
People are saying thank you for the stream. It was really fun. No, thank you guys for being with us. Just to say some things, like there's an app called Dipsia. It's an audio app full of like short, sexy stories. So maybe that can get you guys like initiated or whatever. Like a Kitten is a curates adult subscription boxes. So maybe that can help, spice up some things. And of course, always be safe. It's okay that you go have sex. It's okay that you're out there, but do it with safety. Keep in mind, like
Wear a condom.
If you're not wearing a condom, or like if something happens that you're like,
Make sure you pull that game strong.
oh yeah, but like there's something called Let's Get Checked. It's an at-home testing company that makes it easy and confidential for you to take STD tests, but also look up around in your area. There's always like a free one happening somewhere, free events, HIV, STD. So just practice safe love making.
And if you're
That's all
on
I'm
campus,
saying.
there's always one on campus. Like there's
Music helps also.
Yeah.
I have a playlist.
So and don't disregard apps and dating apps. The world.
It's not
is
taboo no more.
It is not taboo. Final thoughts, boys?
I hope we were somewhat of a help for anybody, or it was at least amusing.
Yeah, I hope it was just amusing because there's no way you guys are gonna get help from two single guys who are in their 30s. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Hey man, y'all some good looking chaps, all right?
Yeah. No, you guys are definitely good looking, and
I know.
you know, if,
There you go. You got in the pattern. Like, yeah.
I mean, if there's a gal out there, you look up. What's your Instagram handles, boys?
Keeping one hundo.
Mikatsuki.
You know, I'm just saying.
Surge _317. I just want more followers.
I still need to get 1,000 followers, so help me out.
You're not at 1,000 yet,
No.
bro. Get this man to 1,000.
Come on.
Come on.
Tell your friends about
Oh
this
my god!
man.
I swear to God, if never made doesn't go. Oh, the stream just ended.
What?
Rip.
No, it didn't end. It's sorry. It's
Oh.
keep talking. It's recording.
Oh,
It's recording.
This is the
Sorry.
Instagram.
Yeah, come on, help me out to get 1,000. Come on, I'm like
Everybody
40
get
away.
back to 1,000. But now we all just got ghosted.
Yeah, we
Oh my god.
ghosted by our stream.
There's a 13-second commercial, but we're gonna go raid somebody now, right?
Yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
You guys are so funny.
I gotta pee so hard.
If you need to go pee, it's
No.
Nah, we're gonna say for the raid.
Did we said
Where are we
bye?
raiding?
Or we go?
We're on another commercial apparently.
No, that is you watching the commercial trying to see the stream. That's not them seeing the.
Anyway, guys, I'm fucking stupid. It's fine. But don't. I'm so yeah. We're about to go raid somebody. Make sure to say the Normie send their regards. Do it.
And be nice. Don't be mean.
Yeah.
Don't be mean.
Represent our community well.
Yeah.
We're good people.
We
Be
come
good
from a
people.
land of peace and
Be good
prosperity.
people. Be good people.
We're from the land of the Normalites. Come visit us.
Be good people. Be good people.
Who's hyped for NormieCon? Lady Chowdhury. She's hyping up the
That's
chat.
my girl out here.
Yeah,
Yep.
hyping
She's a good one. She's a good one.
up- She's hyping up the chat.
All right, say goodbye. We're back online.
Oh.
Okay.
Say goodbye officially.
All right.
Bye
guys.
everybody. Sorry for
Bye.
ghosting you.
Sorry. Go raid people.
We're gonna
Go
raid now. Raid
Be
Shadow
good.
Legends.
Represent the normies well.
Yeah, be good, be nice.
good people.
You know, be like, come to the Normalites, come
Be
to the Normie
nice, be
channel,
good.
mingle, have fun, peace and prosperity.
Yes.
And yeah,
Raiden.
bye.